Hey guys, it's an ambitious Sunday morning over here. Look at us. We are ready to go walking on the trail. Hey Mom.
2 or 3 miles max
It's
today.
freezing though, so we'll see how long it lasts. But maybe we can do like a walk and talk. I did a walk and talk a little while ago, so you guys would have seen that by now. But we can try it again. Hopefully the sound is good. It might be windy, but we'll see. Yeah, we have some updates for you. Okay, do you want to go up or down?
Let's go to the right.
Okay.
Hopefully we won't encounter any bears today.
My mom changed hats. What do we think?
Nice and warm though.
So, updates. What have we done? I have some shipping to do later, so we'll get at least 3 orders out with you guys in a bit. Yesterday, there was a house on the market I wanted to see. I've kind of been mentioning here and there that I've been looking at houses for a bit and just seeing what happens with that whole process. Well, we saw this condo last week in the pouring rain. My poor realtor, I dragged her out there and I was about to make an offer on it, and then they had already accepted one. So that is what it is. That was cute though.
Yeah, that was a disappointment.
It was like a 2-bedroom in the center of town, and like Whole Foods was in your backyard, and
I like how it was well maintained too. That was nice.
yeah, it didn't really need too much work. The kitchen was small, but it was under budget, and
it had hardwood floors. And
yeah, and big closets and stuff. It's like a 2-bed 1-bath condo. So anyways, that's that. I do ultimately want to get something that I can rent out in the future. So if I do look at condos, that is something that I'm keeping in mind. So anyways, yesterday I saw a house again in the pouring rain. Dragged my dad over and my realtor. So you guys have to wait for this. Okay, so we get there, it's pouring rain. I meet my realtor, we're about to walk inside, and it is a you-know-what show. It is like a fiesta in there. It is an open house. They were only doing it from 12 to 2, and it was crazy. Like, you couldn't even really like move properly to like get around to where you wanted to go and see. And like, I don't know what people were really...
How many people were there?
Like at least probably like, I don't know, 8 to 10 cars like coming in and coming out, and then more people came in and came out.
Yeah.
It was like a constant stream of people. The realtor, the listing agent was there, so that was good. So we got to know him. I think he kind of knows of my realtor, so hopefully they're like friendly faces. My dad looked with me at everything, like all of the foundational stuff, the heating stuff. There's some like ceiling damage, so we were trying to figure out if those were like active or not. It's gonna need renovation, and that's just the way it is around here. Like, for the price point that I can do, it's gonna need some stuff. And it'll be nice to make something my own style and add some equity. But yeah, it needs a new roof. So how much do you think that would cost? Like,
probably around 10,000
on a
10 to
2-family
12.
house.
Yeah. Probably around 10 to 12, I'm guessing.
I don't know. Well, it's in 1925. It's not a new house, but there's some flashing that leaked from the chimney or whatever, and so there would need to be some boards replaced.
It sounds like it's a good option,
But
if everything works out.
The thing with a lot of these 2-family homes is just with the age, they get like settled, they get cracks, they start to get like wonky looking, honestly, and a lot of patchwork and stuff. But this house was like perfectly square. My dad was like pretty impressed. I think that it was like really well maintained in terms of like the foundation. There didn't seem to be like any water damage.
Yeah, as long as there's a dry basement, no flooding.
Yeah.
Those kinds of things, would be big red flags.
Yeah, so there was none of that. The roof is going to be obviously a big expense, but maybe I can go a tiny bit longer if it's not actively leaking or anything. There's a tenant upstairs. They're paying $1,500, so that's good. I think that rent is not too far off from what I could get, and they want to stay. So we actually, guys, found the landlord. The landlord is like the nephew of the owner. But the owner needs to stay in one of the units until, they originally said 30 to 90 days, but I think now it'll just be like maybe 30 and 60 would be more than enough. I can't do more than technically 60 with a mortgage. So if you get a conventional mortgage or an FHA, you do have to occupy the unit within a certain amount of time. Conventional is 60 days. I don't know if FHA is also 60 days. Maybe it's 30. I don't know. But there is time frames for moving in. So, but I think that's fine based on the timeline of her needing to go into the nursing home. Anyways, she was actually home when we went to the downstairs unit. It definitely needs work, updating. It's like the original kitchen from the 20s. I don't think I've ever really seen a kitchen like that, to be honest.
I didn't see it, so I can only imagine.
But it was like original cabinets and counters and probably some patched up stuff along the way.
As long as it has, room for all the appliances that you need, dishwashers.
Yeah, the layout
nowadays.
is really good. Like, you could make that layout great. It has space for everything you would need. There's probably some cased openings I could widen up a bit to kind of make it a little bit more open, because those closed off floor pans can be a little bit, closed off. So there's, without getting too crazy with the budget, hopefully some things I could open up a little bit, make it more airy. And there was just a lot of stuff still in there, and so you kind of just have to envision it cleared out, fresh paint, all that kind of stuff really I think adds a whole nother vibe. And so then there's also, like, she had really sweet wallpaper. Mom, you would have loved it. It was like a really nice damask kind of pattern wallpaper. It was like thick. Beautiful. It was like really high quality paper. I've never really seen wallpaper like that.
Are you keeping the wallpaper if you get this house?
I don't know, but it was almost like embossed, like,
like
really thick, nice, from what I remember. And like a really pretty, like, sagey green damasky pattern in the dining room. And then but yeah, she also had carpet pretty much throughout, and it's definitely very old carpet. It needs to come up, but there is hardwood floors under there apparently. So the thing I love about this house too is the outdoor space. It is a busy street though, so it is loud, and that's kind of that's like the kicker.
And that's the thing that you can't fix with the house.
I know.
You can't fix where it's located and the noise.
But the location of it is like in the town center. Like you can walk to all kinds of things. Like it's the hot and happening like area of that town. So that would be amazing to have a house in that location. You can say that you can walk to the town center, you can walk to Whole Foods, all those things. It just, that intersection that it's on is like the main road. You can also walk to the
And
downtown.
it also has a quick access to the highway right there.
Yeah,
so
it's such a popular town for that, and so it has really strong. That town always has a really strong market, really strong appreciation, and so that's obviously why the house was so popular yesterday. Oh my gosh! But I don't know if it's hard to tell with an open house who's really serious or not, because it is like the only multifamily really on right now.
And with all the cash buyers nowadays, with this
Right,
market,
I've lost bids to other multifamilies with cash.
We need the interest rates to go down, and we need the prices to go down.
I know. They don't both go down at the same time.
Interest rates were low. There were no houses to buy, so.
Yeah.
And there's still no houses to buy.
And we do need to factor in the roof. We need to factor in the downstairs kitchen needs to be done immediately. Like, you wouldn't get a good rent with it like that. To occupy the first floor and redo the first floor to how I would want it within the first year. And then after that, I could either stay or rent it based on the mortgage. So I would be able to rent it out in a year, spend this first year focusing on renovations, getting things done that I would want to get done, and then can figure it out after that.
Does it have grass?
It has grass in the front.
Yeah.
And then in the back is fully fenced in patio. So it's like all stone paver, like brick pavers. And that would be like really expensive to do now if you wanted to get that done. And then it has a full fence.
Like like gardening and like taking care of their property.
Yeah, they had a good landscaper. Guys, pro tip, I was stalking the house on not Street Easy, on Google Street View, like how you can see like the street in person, and they had their photo at that time whenever the Google truck was driving around like taking the satellite image, has the landscaping truck there. They were mowing the lawn
that's so funny.
in that moment, and so you can see the lawnmower guy like mowing the lawn in the front yard, and then the truck right there with the big logo of the company that they use.
Now you can get his name and phone number.
Yeah, yeah, that's what you get for more of a city living thing. Not like this where it's nature. We're in the nature, guys.
And I love it.
It's nice, but it's nice to be able to have both things, just like 20 minutes away or so.
Right. The sun's out now. Nice.
Sun's out, guns out, guys. So sorry, we had to pause to cross the street. So anyways, oh, we hit our first mile, Mom.
Yay.
Yeah, so anyways, that's the house. Pretty much the gist of it. I will definitely keep you guys posted, and I don't want to share pictures as of right now just because it's not a done deal or anything. All the offers are due tomorrow. So they showed it today, Saturday and Sunday, and then offers are due on Monday by noon. So we'll see. But yeah, I mean, I can't imagine that a lot of those people were that serious because they weren't even looking at anything. Like, if you're buying a 100-year-old house, wouldn't you look at like the furnaces, the hot water heaters, the basement,
They were
the attic?
looky-loos than serious.
Yeah, like, you never know. I think open houses can attract anybody, and
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they're probably going to get a couple cash offers, but I don't think they really care about the cash. I think they're not in a rush to close because that owner still needs to stay there for a bit. And I think they just really care about the house being maintained well and somebody taking care of it. And that's the impression I got from the landlord, who's the one that's like dealing with this sale, the landlord and the wife. So yeah, it was good to chat with them. Hopefully they put 2 and 2 together that my offer is from me and they know who I am, kind of. And I mean, I don't know who's going to see it today too, but yeah, I just feel like if you were really serious, even if you were like an investor guy with like cash, and wouldn't you still look at all those big ticket things? Like, wouldn't you want to check out the roof damage if they're saying it's an old roof and see like the furnaces and stuff? I don't know. But yeah, we were like the only ones really digging in there. So thanks, Pops, for the inspection, inspection. So we'll wrap up our walk here. We're gonna do like 3 miles, I think. Let's try. We can do it.
That sounds good. It's warming up a little. The sun's out.
Shipping, and then I have to probably go to my realtor's office or see what happens with that. So we'll talk to you guys in a bit. Also, my mom was on Facebook on the town's like Facebook page yesterday, just like happening to see a post.
Somebody posted something like, the cops need to get over to the corner of
the 2 streets that the house is on.
At the house because there's so many cars illegally parked and they're causing, chaos over at the intersection. It was hysterical. Because then I'm like, oh my gosh, those 2 streets, that's where Rachel is going to go look at the house for the open house. I just started laughing.
So funny. And then when we were exiting the house, we did see the cops because like there were like 2 or 3 cars parked on the side of the street where there's no parallel parking on that side of the street. You have to go to the other side. Like, and there's a parking lot for a park like directly across the street. Wouldn't you just like park there, like, and walk across the street? So weird. People are so bad.
Don't have common sense.
But so funny. I know. I have to tell my realtor that. That was funny. But anyway. We did 2.6 miles. So right now I have 3 sales to ship out from Poshmark, so I wanted to show you guys what I'm going to send out. I'll jump in later if anything else comes through, but I wanted to film this while it's still light out, and then we have to head to my agent's office. So first up we have this Zara sweater. It is like a felt material, and it's like a really dark forest green. I just have to lint roll it one more time. It's kind of like this felty material that catches all the little fuzzies. But it's a Zara Studio. It's definitely not super recent piece. Really cool style, and it has this like draping here. I think that would look great for somebody for the holidays coming up. So that is a $20 sale. I have $6 into it, and I'll earn 16, so I have a $10 profit there. That was one of the first items I picked up to ever try and like resell. So it's been sitting for probably since last like spring. So excited that that sold. Next is a Victoria's Secret New With tag bra. This is a 36 double D. I do like to pick up some larger or more uncommon sizes. Hard to find like double D or higher sometimes in the stores, so I think people search online more for those. That's just my theory, but this is a 36 double D. It's the lined demi, and it's New With tag. I got this on Whatnot for about $9. It sold for $30, so I'm gonna earn 24. So 24 minus 9 is my profit there. And the last item that sold is a pair of shoes. These are Dolce Vita. If it says DV Dolce Vita, that's for Target, but if it's just regular Dolce Vita, that is their higher end line. And this brand retails for a pretty good amount usually, from what I understand. But these are like pink velvety slide slipper shoes. In really good condition other than some wear at the bottom, but there's no wear to the velvet or anything, no wear on the toes, and not really any heel drag. So I thought these were a good pickup from the bins. I think I have probably $1.50 or so into them, and so I'm gonna stuff the toes and wrap them up well, and I found like an Amazon box that I'll throw it in. So we're gonna get those shipped out. Like I said, I'll let you know if anything else sells that I'm gonna ship out for tomorrow. Today's Sunday, so we'll get everything sent out in the morning. But yeah, time to go make an offer. Let's see what happens. Popping in for one last sale that I just got. I also sold for $19 this Lucky Brand tank top. This is in a size 2X, and it has this really nice detailing here with this embroidery and a really cute front. The back is plain, but I did grab this at the Goodwill for $4 because it was a size 2X and it was in excellent condition. And I liked the little detail on it. So that sold for $19. I was just sending out a couple of offers on a few things, and that got accepted. Okay, it's the next morning. We ended up going to my realtor's office and submitting the offer. So we will see what happens. They were due by noon today. And so, yeah, fingers crossed. I went $20,000 over asking, and if that's not enough, then so be it. But said I would likely find out by the end of the day. Let's see, maybe tomorrow, but you guys will have to stay tuned for the next video to see if I get it or not, and can't wait to share with you positive news, hopefully, and if not, then we will just keep looking, and spring is coming, and yeah, can't get too attached. So I'm gonna head to the post office, ship out those 4 orders, and then treat myself to a coffee, even though I'm a little bit hyper today, so that's probably not a good idea. But yeah, and then get working. But I'll check in with you guys soon. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye. I almost walked right outside without a coat, and it is so cold out. That is how loopy I am today. Oh boy. Look at the ice. You guys know that feeling of like something really crazy could be happening in about 6 hours and like change your whole like lifestyle and life plan and everything, like, or nothing at all. Because like if I got this house, whew, it's gonna be a lot of work, and you guys are gonna be in for a treat as I renovate it, but we'll see. Fingers crossed.